All American simply means like it represents the values of America, which a lot of Mexicanos, Tejanos, Latinos, like a lot of people in America who are brown and black ascribe to those same values.
Honestly, you can make superhero movies for the rest of our lives till the day we die. And if you just tell human character stories,
that's the whole point of it.
Then we're in. Hey everybody, my name is Jesse and I am your host of the NewWayStories podcast. It's a comedy podcast that talks about, comedy, comics, cinema, writing. This is my son Peter. He's here, little wry smile there.
Hey, what's up? I'm Peter. Thanks for having me, guys. If you're listening, you can't see my face. I'm adorable. But this is the way my voice sounds.
He's like smoking a cigarette. Because he is cool. My other co-hosts beyond Peter, Darius Giles, and our producer, Ben, who really is not doing... he's got a little bit of a cold, so he's staying sequestered at his home. And if the recording is terrible today, it's because I set up the audio stuff and literally had to have Ben walk me through. It's like, hey, you got to plug in this where the headphones go. It was
not
rough.
Up your butt. Take it out of your butt, Jesse.
You go. Well, I thought.
Classic Jesse.
Whatever.
Does this power cord go in my bung? Hey guys, where do I put all of these ingredients for the soup? Do the navy beans go in butt? It's classic freaking Jesse.
I've never made a navy bean soup in my life.
Yeah, well, you've always got halfway there, and the navy beans are all up inside your cavity.
I can never figure out how to get the navy beans into the pot. Anyway, we're talking unique storytelling today, and we're going to talk about Super Bowl. We're going to talk about Wonder Man, and then in about 20 minutes, we're actually going to be joined by a horror novel author, Jeremy Wagner, who's got a new book coming out in later this week. So make sure you pick up his book. It's called Wretch, and we'll talk to him about how to write a unique story. So Can you guys hear Peter when he makes noises?
Put him closer to the mic.
Yeah. Turn his mic up.
You got to give him a mic.
I can just barely hear him, but I mean,
he was asleep a moment ago. It was awesome. And then I tried to get everything all hooked up, and he was like not having it. So, Super Bowl, Bad Bunny halftime. What was your guys' initial thoughts? There's like so much smoke for this halftime show, and I just don't understand.
I don't think that there's that much controversy at all. I think 90% of the controversy is contrived and made up for the internet.
There's like not actual controversy.
Yeah, dude, I'm fully convinced it's a midterms year, and social media is a full-on propaganda machine now, and everything that you see is just BS.
Yeah,
I think there was initial heartburn because he is sort of Bad Bunny's not. He's not what's the word I'm looking for? He's not an apolitical figure. He doesn't keep quiet on things. So I think initially, but
how many entertainers are apolitical? Like
I know,
5%?
But it's just annoying when you have someone who can be vocal and then you just turn it on and they just.
How do we even know what he's saying? He's in Spanish the whole time.
Nah, I know you're making a joke, but it's just a little bit of an eye roll of like, oh great, we're just gonna get we're just gonna get talked out for 15 minutes over some Latin music, and then I think towards the actual performance, I forget if it was the NFL guy or whoever's in charge of the Super Bowl. He's like. Bad Bunny knows what he's doing. He's doing a great job, and we're just I don't know. He made it very clear that he's not using this platform to
it's not a political
preach
platform.
at people.
Yeah.
Which I get it's not a platform, but 150 million people watched it, and some people will use that as an opportunity.
No, well, obviously that is true. Yeah,
so
the NFL probably is pretty strict that they're like, hey, this is the NFL. We're not here to have you virtue signal. Like, this is entertainment.
You're not Beyonce.
For rednecks.
Okay.
Even Kendrick kept it pretty tame. So
I was going to say Kendrick's was for sure the most virtue signaling
Here's the
performance
thing, though.
I've ever seen.
Here's the thing, though. I think everybody was on Kendrick's side by that point, right? So
it was his year.
It's my theory that, like, if you have a common enemy, it's so easy to unite, right? That's why I always make the joke that we can, like, hate France, and it's okay, because that is what brings America together, right? You want, like, the Red Scare, like, we hate communists. We've never been tighter as a country. France, and by the way, I don't know if you guys have been watching the Olympics, but our ice dancing duo got screwed into a silver medal due to the French. The French judge scored our ice skating duo well below all the other judges and scored France, you guessed it, well above all the other judges, giving France the gold medal. That's insane.
Yeah, it is insane. So, it reminds me that they're actually just games. No, Darius, I will not have that on the New Way Stories podcast. This is not just games. This is where America asserts their dominance. No, in the Winter Olympics, we do not assert our dominance. We want to try our best. That's only for Norway.
Well, back to Super Bowl.
But I thought, in the unique storytelling aspect, I thought it was interesting because, it's like, well, I can't understand what he's saying, right? What is happening? One, music is a universal language. So I like, I'm vibing with what would we call that style of music? I like
reggaeton.
It's like a cantina sort of like.
Yeah.
I wish that I had cabana clothes on and was vibing on the beach,
I watched it with Sammy, and I was even talking about it with Sammy. It jumps from there's different salsa, reggaeton, merengue, all these different types
Sammy,
that it dips into kind of.
It's Latin Caribbean music.
Yeah, Latin music. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm here for it. It's a lot of fun, even though I have no idea what he's saying.
I do agree. I'm not like a giant fan of. To me, like polka and mariachi are like the same music.
They both have accordions,
and it doesn't like speak to me. I'm not like crazy about. I don't hate them, but I'm not crazy about them. Even though you have to be really talented to do either. But yeah, dude, Caribbean Latin music. I don't know anybody that doesn't vibe.
Dude, it's like funky. You can only move your hips to it.
I enjoyed it. I think I do think there's a little bit of controversy. I think this year there's midterms, and then Charlie Kirk got assassinated last year, and there's like just been a change and a shift in kind of tone since Charlie got assassinated. That's a big deal. Like if they had Kendrick do his performance this year that he had done last year, the response would have been a lot different.
I will say this: that I was watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine last night, and Kid Rock was a punchline.
Yeah.
The Vulture, they said something about Tila Tequila is signing autographs at a mall, and he was like, "Joke's on you! I follow Tila Tequila." Oh, you guys both froze.
Which on
you can hear me? Okay. He's like, "Joke's on you! I follow Tila Tequila. She's at a Kid Rock concert right now." Which is really funny, and I was like, "Okay, let's just take note. Kid Rock is the butt of the joke here." But my one thing on the controversy part of it, it was like, this is the all-American halftime show. And Bad Bunny's from Puerto Rico, right?
I don't think so.
Which is an American citizen.
Yes, but I don't think all American.
He can't vote, but...
Even, I agree with you. Like, I had somebody text me and they were like, why don't we celebrate America? And I was like, well, technically, we are.
We are. We're asserting our dominance by having Puerto Rico as
and I also think if you're an American, you should be proud that we're a nation that has many, many immigrants in it. That's what makes our nation. That's a big part of what makes our, not the only thing, but it is a big part of what makes our nation special, is that we're the only truly multicultural nation in the world.
Right. I think that it was just how they framed it, the All-American.
If
they were like,
think that
hey, we've got an alternative that is country music if you're not into like Caribbean pop vibes. It's like, okay, cool.
I think regardless of who was going to do the halftime show, unless it was going to be the ghost of Toby Keith, I think.
Oh man, they do a hologram like they did Tupac at Coachella.
That's what Bad Bunny should have done. He should have got the hologram of Toby Keith.
I should have been a cowboy.
We put a boot up your butt. That's the American way. I don't think that the All-American title was in reference to Latin Americans aren't Americans. I think that's more like people making it something it's not. All-American breakfast at Denny's. It doesn't mean Latin people can't eat it. Like All-American Rejects. It's not a band that Latin people can't listen to. All-American simply means like it represents the values of America, which a lot of Mexicanos, Tejanos, Latinos, like a lot of people in America who are brown and black ascribe to those same values.
Sure. Yeah. I agree with that. So on the storytelling perspective, though, what did you guys get? Because I was like, he had a wedding as like a centerpiece of imagery and then all of the different nations' flags. And I was like, oh, this is like, he's telling a story of unity.
Yeah. He didn't include the American flag, which probably would have helped a lot.
He did. At the end, he listed off all the countries in the Americas.
And it was like the very first, he did shout out the USA, like the very first one.
Oh, okay, no. He said, God bless America.
Oh.
Started from the bottom, said Mexico, said United States, and then Canada.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's pretty controversial. Because when we say God bless America, we definitely mean the 50 states.
The one that God ordained.
Plus Puerto Rico, the U.S. Virgin Islands, American Samoa. Yeah.
I was thinking about it. I was like, Puerto Ricans should be able to vote because they're really close to us. And like it's the same as like Alaska, right? If we're going to let Alaskans and Hawaiians vote.
Well, they're a state. Puerto Rico is in a state.
I understand that, but they're a territory and they're in close proximity. They'd have
to become a state.
I can't remember how that works.
I understand the landscape of the political landscape. I'm saying geographical landscape.
Yeah.
Like American Samoa shouldn't vote for what is happening in America because they're a 29-hour flight away. But Puerto Rico is like a 12-minute kayak ride.
This is not a political statement. I see. This has nothing to do with politics. This is just Jesse's geographical.
My point is if we're going to call them Americans, if they can fight for our military, they go, you want to sign up for the U.S. Army? Thank you. You vote? No, you can't. They're 12 miles away. They're more Americans than Alaskans are. That's it.
So yeah, he celebrated America. I gotta say, dude, I usually don't like halftime Super Bowl performances because the audio and the video is so bad. His was a pre-produced, and it was produced for TV, and that is the way the Super Bowl halftime show should be. It should be produced for TV. It was the best televised halftime show performance ever. It was, in terms of production.
Is really high up there for me of like production and enjoyability, right?
Yeah. Well, you can actually like, I don't know, dude. When you're watching on TV, you're the camera.
Understand what he was saying.
I think it's funny that because it's less whoever chooses it. Jay-Z, I don't know. I don't really care. They don't really care about the 50 or so thousand people because I've heard like that experience at the game is not super great because I was even thinking about that during he's like walking through the bushes like if I'm sitting there in the bleachers I can't see
where did he go I
can't see him unless I look at the thing.
It's like going to a mega church.
The audio is probably not super great there.
Yeah,
and so it's smart for them to think like, okay, let's make it more of a better experience for the 150 million people watching
for sure
at home. Because that's who it really matters to.
Well, and in reality, the viewers and the people who are buying the merch who didn't make it to the halftime or to the Super Bowl, those are the people who are paying the bill for that.
And just as a side note, I did hear Kid Rock only performed like one song at Turning Point. So they had...
Yeah, it was also not great.
They had their senses about
They
them.
said there was 6 million viewers. Look, if you're gonna make a buck,
that's not bad.
If you're gonna make a buck off of it, I don't know.
Hey, so
I think we should be probably. Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna move on really quick.
Well, what about the game?
Yeah, let's move on.
Well, I mean, the Seahawks just trounced the Patriots. It feels good, and also maybe anti-American. We just mowed over the Patriots.
I was talking about the game. It's what I like about Sam Darnold and just the Seahawks team right now. Because 10 years ago when they were in the Super Bowl, you had a loud, rowdy bunch.
Yeah,
they were very, would cause a lot of controversy. But even post game,
it was described as a pack of hyenas on Seattle sports radio. They were just rabid.
These guys are so chill and nonchalant. And Sam Darnold, even afterwards, he's like, yeah, our offense definitely could have been better. There's stuff we need to work on. Even after winning the Super Bowl, he's still yeah, we could be doing better.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
Sure.
And from what I've gathered, they a lot of. I mean, one player won an award. Our quarterback didn't win. Our coach didn't win an award. So they're not Sam Darnold maybe isn't technically the best quarterback, but it doesn't make because he's just making the right decisions and he has a really good people around him.
Speaking of fun stories, the Sam Darnold story is fun. He got drafted by the Jets, a terrible organization.
Yep.
It looked like
had
his
a showdown
career,
with sharks.
I mean, it looked like his touche. It looked like his career was going to be over. People are like, Sam Darnold sucks, and then he goes to he backs up the quarterback in San Francisco. He gets his chance in Minnesota, and then actually resurrects his career. It's crazy what a bad organization can destroy talent and how a good organization can elevate talent.
Yeah.
Also
crazy.
local superstar Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp.
We're at Majors. They were doing a buy one get one shake for Cooper Kupp.
Dude, he shouted him out on national TV.
No way.
There was a Yakima reporter, a KNDO reporter or something, and in the presser, they were like, "What's your favorite Yakima restaurant?" He was like, "I was always a Majors guy."
Majors over Miners.
Miners
really?
is wringing their hands. We're the sports team. We're the sports.
I don't see buses lining up on Majors after a game.
This is very niche Yakima humor.
We have Majors and we have Miners, two different burger restaurants.
And Miners is not MINORs, it's MINERs. So it's even more convoluted than that because they're not actually opposites.
They're like minors.
Completely different ideas.
Majors just didn't quite know how to spell. They go, well, what's the opposite of minors? One guy's like, I don't know, skydivers. They go, no, majors. Minors and majors. So you guys all watched Wonder Man.
Yeah.
Here's my fellow. So unique storytelling. I don't think you have to use words in storytelling. I think you can tell a story. I think you can. I think live performance is just it's a fun thing in a different way to tell a story, right? And I think if you're doing a halftime show, don't just go out and sing 5 songs or 5 half songs. You have to tell a story. Wonder Man, I love how they're advertising it as this is the cure for superhero fatigue.
Yeah.
And it's about a superhero or a guy with superpowers.
Yeah.
That is not a superhero. It's not a superhero show.
And he doesn't want to be a...
It's a great 8-episode show.
Yeah.
30-minute episodes. It's brilliant. What was your guys' initial take?
I mean, I like that it's a dialogue-heavy show.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for dialogue and for just I could watch a 3-hour movie that's just 2 people talking if the conversation is meaningful.
Have you ever seen Jim Jarmusch's Coffee and Cigarettes?
I haven't actually. I was just thinking about it.
It's 6 different conversations. It's great.
Yeah, I think that's genius, and so I think it was really smart that they leaned into. Let's make this about the characters and about the conversation that they're having and about and they do such a great job too of making it about each of their lives in like a very substantial way.
It's such a cliche thing, but like unique storytelling is not unique storytelling because it's character, like it has to be character driven. Like it doesn't really matter the subject content, right? Like honestly, you can make superhero movies for the rest of our lives till the day we die. And if you just
as they should
tell human character stories,
that's the whole point of it.
Then we're in. And there's like you'll get more people like there's nods to Hollywood and making it as an actor and like funny things like the whole Joey Pants like storyline is very funny in his episode where he's like Baby's Day Out sucked, which I'm here to defend, by the way. Baby's Day Out is hilarious. And Joey Pants is very funny in it.
He's hilarious. I also think it's just funny that he says that as a parting dig on the way out of the room. Baby's Day Out sucked.
Yeah.
It's like such a mean-hearted, funny way to end that
It's
conversation.
like one of John Hughes's last written movies, as a side note. Joe Mantegna is the guy that I was trying to think of last week for Criminal Minds. He's been in Criminal Minds for like 10 years, but Joe Mantegna also in Baby's Day Out.
Yeah.
In case you were curious.
No, that's I can see his face. That's funny. Yeah. The whole dude, they do some really funny meta stuff. The thing with Josh Gad is wild. I cannot tell you.
He's performing the Frozen Snowman thing at a club. It's great.
And then officially in the MCU, Josh Gad doesn't exist anymore.
Right.
He's presumed dead.
Officially in the MCU, there is a Josh Gad.
When was
and
that
Josh Gad is dead.
You know what's funny is the meta stuff. When was that flashback supposed to take place?
I think like
2015.
Yeah, 10 years ago.
It's like that's why he's doing, because it's like right after, or 2016.
Okay. Gotcha. Because they're making modern references, right? In the final episode, it's like they're calling Joseph Gordon-Levitt a pigeon murderer. Like I was like, are these lining up? Yeah, so they do technically line up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the show, the flashbacks, like, well, the show I think is supposed to be in the current Marvel timeline, which is like 2031.
Dude,
we're ahead in the MCU.
As a side note, I've been holding Peter in the position that he really likes.
Yeah.
And my arm is getting tired. I'm like,
dude, I can't imagine how, dude, I held a baby about Peter's size the other day for an hour and just absolutely locked my forearm and bicep into death.
This is the real deal.
I don't know
what
how.
Was your you were like, Wonder Man is wonderful. You didn't say that.
Wonder Man is wonderful. That's the
you were
text
like,
I sent.
This is the best thing that I've ever seen.
It was a breath of fresh air. It's what I've been needing from the MCU for a very long time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just love that it was still a part of that universe, but it didn't rely. I mean, it kind of did rely on cameos, but like that stuff was still pretty crucial. I think Trevor, what they did with him, Trevor Slattery, was phenomenal. Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
like
so good.
He was funny in Shang-Chi, but he was great in this, dude.
Yeah, you forget that Ben Kingsley is not a punchline. Ben Kingsley is one of the greatest actors of his generation.
Yeah, he's so good, and I love their chemistry. Why am I blanking his name? Wonder Man. What's his real name again?
It's like Adama.
Simon.
No. Sorry.
Simon.
Simon. Yeah.
The character's name.
He's still very arrogant and like full of himself and confident, but you still are rooting for him, just because of everything that he's gone through, and that he just wants to be an actor, but he. I
don't think he's arrogant. I just think he's selfish. I think he's not even selfish.
He's self-centered, right? Then
it's like you see him in that Jesse, have you finished it?
Yep.
In that last episode, he's not selfish. He's so focused on himself that, like that scene with his girlfriend, he's just so focused on himself that he doesn't, because he's insecure and he's anxious.
Yeah.
He doesn't know how to interact with people around him. That's why it's so good when you see him running with that old guy in the final episode. Because you're like, oh, this is him with all of the like, this is him at peace. Like this is him in a peaceful space where he knows what he's supposed to be doing. That's like a beautiful, the slow burn to the like climax of that last episode is so freaking good.
Yeah.